Welcome, everybody. We have a motion to open up the meeting. Motion accepted. Wonderful, welcome. Unfortunately, we don't have the minutes from last meeting, so we're gonna skip that portion, and we can go over them at the next meeting. So, a couple absences today. Christine Furno, Jen, and Marty are all excused absences. And I guess I'll turn it over to you, Patrice, for stats for March.
We had really good stats. We had 374 last year, 403 this year, so that's good. So we're still rising in our numbers. We had quite a few nice programs. We had St. Patrick's Day with the Irish band and a couple other things that happened during the month that we discussed last month. And as far as April, we had the high school breakfast, which was very well received. They do a nice job. We had lunch with the police chief. We decorated Easter eggs. We're having our book club tomorrow. The Sunshine Club is going to be having Elvis at the Sokol Hall on Friday night, the 26th. Tickets are $8 each and $10 at the door, and it's from 6 to 8. We're having the 5 Wishes program on Thursday. It's basically a book that they give you, and they go over what you would like or who you would like in charge for your end-of-life care, and what things you would like in the event that you're not able to speak for yourself. Janet asked if we would have the program. We have somebody coming in. And Douglas Orchards is coming in on the 30th, and they're going to talk about different kinds of chickens and the eggs they produce, and they're going to show us how they grow mushrooms.
Oh.
Yes, so we'll be having lunch with that. So we have a lot of nice things coming up, and we're very excited about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sounds like it's gonna be a busy time in the spring. That's great.
Yes.
All right, so bills and vouchers?
We bought a new freezer, just a small chest freezer, because we have the refrigerators side by side and there was no freezer space in there. We do get Karen that brings a lot of cakes and different pastries for our events, and the overflow goes into the freezer, and then it came to a point where we just couldn't even keep any. So we bought a small freezer for a couple $100 from Stan's.
Yep.
And I put that on the grant. And also when the Sunshine Club has their meals, they buy things in advance, and it was really getting to be, if we were cooking lunch or making a lunch or a dinner, we just didn't have enough space in our refrigerator freezer. So we bought some ink, and that would be used for the newsletters.
Great.
Yes.
And speaking of newsletters, we have the new
We do. So
revised version here.
it took a little bit. We were supposed to send one out in April and May, and it took so much with all of the new design going back and forth that we are going to do a May and June one. It should be in this week. It's been approved. So Marty Allen came up with the design for the front of it. So that way, when people see it in their box, it doesn't just look like something coming from the town. So now it says that. We've also changed our name to the Adult Social Center. We will be having our name outside on the bulletin board changed, and on the actual sign. Dave, the man that did all the airbrush murals, is going to be doing that. He's going to be giving me a quote when he gets back from vacation. And Alice DeJoy came up with putting all of the things we do on the outside, so maybe it would grab somebody's attention to say, oh, they do Zumba, and so we're really excited about it. I think that hopefully it will entice some people to realize that we're not just doing bingo and knitting.
Yeah.
And that we have lots of other things going on. And I think it'll be eye-catching when people see it. So we do have this design currently. It will change in the fall. There's a leaf. In the winter, there's a snowflake. I am, if I get the same amount of funding I got last year, which right now they're deciding on $12 an elder for this year. Of course, we're not using the census from this year. We're using the one from 2000, what year are we in? 2011, 2010. So it's about $12,000 that we get, and it pays for the exercise programs. I had dropped the newsletter down to twice a year, and then was just making a pamphlet to put out for the months in the summer that we weren't, July and August maybe. And I think that I would like to bring the newsletter back up to 3 or 4 times a year, because we do have a lot of things going on, and I think as people are retiring, they're starting to come in. And so I did get the new list from the town clerk of all of the seniors that are 60 or older, which is what the state would like us to do, 60 or older, send them out. And Sandy is currently working on a new label list, because we have about 2,000 seniors now. And we're only really sending it out to about 1,000, because every year people are, moving in or, getting to that age. So we're very excited about it, so everybody look for the new newsletter. It'll be out next week.
So we're not gonna be called the senior center anymore.
We are not, we are going to be an adult social center.
Wow.
Yep,
That could be the first in the state.
it could be, yeah.
We should do a big to-do about that.
We'll do a big to-do as soon as we get our new sign.
Absolutely,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
definitely progress, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's important because, yes, we do have a different age group, maybe from 60 to 90 something.
We do.
But in reality, I don't card anybody at the door, so if you're 55 and you're disabled, you're allowed to come in, you know? If you wanna join in our programs and you're not working or you're retired early, it's okay.
No, I think it's wonderful, I think it's a great marketing tool, and I think it just says,
Something different.
you know, it tells people that we're active here,
Right.
you know, we're not just bingo. You know,
Right.
do a lot more,
Right, we do a
exactly.
lot of things, yeah.
That's great,
Yep.
that's great. So high school breakfast?
We had talked about, yeah,
Yeah, we did
I
that
had put
already,
it on
covered that,
because we
yeah.
changed the
Absolutely.
date.
So the update on the murals, yes.
So phase 2 of the mural is done, there's a couple little things maybe he's
Beautiful.
gonna tweak. He did give me a design for the office, which is supposed to be, you know, a house. And, you know, colored in, we had gone over some of the colors and things. After thinking about it, when the second mural came through, I thought I don't think the office should be an actual house. I think it should be a building in town, because we're walking down Main Street and going up to the Common. Now you're just gonna have a little house where the office is.
yeah.
But I was hoping that maybe, he's on vacation now, when he gets back, we could fix it a little bit to maybe make it like the Axe Mill or something that's historical in town. So, I'm gonna work with him on that to see,
It goes with the theme, you know.
it goes with the theme, right, so I kinda
Yeah.
think the way that it flows, it would be nice to have, you know, have that. So, it was an afterthought, after I received the sketching, and, he's been delightful to work with, so I'm sure we can tweak it a little bit to maybe do something more historical in town, whether it be one of the historical houses or one
You
of the
could put it in
buildings.
the highway department.
We could put it in the fire department, police department.
Robin's what,
exactly.
60 years old?
Yep. So we kind of, I'm gonna work with him on that, and, we're gonna do that, so.
That's great, that's great. So we have a new per diem employee?
No, I'm looking for a new
Oh,
per
we're
diem
looking,
employee.
okay.
So I had one that I had hired, to do the 5 or 10 hours a week that I had written into the grant. And she had a family emergency and wasn't able to continue with the job.
Okay.
So I'm rehiring out. I did put it on Facebook, and really haven't had much luck. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna post it on the bulletin board, I'm gonna post it up at the town hall, I'm gonna post it over at the library, and then I'm going to talk to the town administrator and see if it's worth putting something in the paper. I mean, unfortunately, the younger people are not reading a newspaper.
Yeah,
So
the days
most
of the
things are done
classifieds
on-
are gone.
Right,
Yeah.
most of those things are done on social media, and Facebook really hasn't done it. I may put it on Dynamic Douglas. So I'm gonna meet with the administrator and talk about now how he would like me to advertise for the position, because we need it. I mean, you know, I have vacations, Sandy has vacations. It's too much volume for one person to now handle the senior center even on a regular week when we have no actual extra programs.
So
like
it's
a
a,
luncheon.
it's an as-needed employee, there's no set hours?
It would be 5 to 10 hours a week.
5 to 10 hours per week?
And
Oh,
it's written in the grant, so it's a matter of now, it would be from now until June 30th, it would be the 5 or 10 hours a week, plus covering any vacations, which could be 20 hours a week.
Yeah,
And then
so it has some
after
great
that,
flexibility then, which is
Tremendous
great.
amount of
Oh,
flexibility.
okay.
And you
So
know
good
you're-
mother's hours and things too.
it is, yeah, I mean, 9 to 2,
Yeah.
and, you know, we're flexible about the hours too, if it has to be 11 to 2 or 10 to 2, that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping to be able to get somebody in that we can keep. Of course, we had Katie comes in intermittently,
Mhm.
but now she has 2 children.
Yeah, yeah.
So, she was in yesterday, and, you know, Cheryl's semi-retired and, you know, is taking care of her parents, so, it's been tough to, have some coverage, but, you know, like I said, the volume is as such, and as, the director and doing the outreach, I really can't be handcuffed to the senior center if I have an emergency that would happen during the day, and I wouldn't have anybody,
Yeah, you
to
have to
cover
lock
the
the
center,
doors.
right.
Yeah, there's nothing
and I
to
can't do that when I have
No.
programs going on all
No,
day,
not
so.
at all.
I am planning on using a little bit of the senior tax, some of the senior tax work off people during Sandy's vacation and during mine. And that has been approved by the town administrator,
Good,
so,
that's a good use.
yes.
That's great, wonderful, good. How's the Sunshine Club?
Sunshine Club is waiting for the sunshine.
Yeah, it's not coming till
Like
June, yes.
everybody else.
Yeah.
We have our spring agenda, a few things on board. This Friday night is the Elvis down at the Soco Club for 2 hour with a light show. So tickets are being sold now. They'll be available at the door also. So that's 6 to 8 on Friday. And then we're resuming bingo, evening bingo next month, the second Tuesday of May. We're gonna see how that flies, and we'll play it by ear. Ice cream social first, and then the bingo afterwards. We've got the cardboard boat race.
How's that coming?
Preparations underway, and we're getting the final coat of paint on today. It's got pictures out there.
Oh, I have to look.
If you
That's
wanna
great.
take a look,
Yes.
it's coming along. We have to give it a water test with
Yeah,
the water.
I wanna
warms
know
up
when
a
we're
little bit.
gonna have the sea trials.
Yeah, the sea trials. How about in a pool in somebody's backyard?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's coming along, and so that'll be in July, and we'll advertise that because we'll need cheering crowd. Then we've got Magic Wings out of Deerfield coming down in July. It's being co-sponsored by the library and the Sunshine Club. It's a butterfly, traveling butterfly, and iguana, and a few other animal.
Nice.
So we're gonna combine it with their summer program for the kids and the seniors, and we're gonna look for a slightly larger space to put it and hold it, so that'll be July 24th. So that's where we are right now.
Well, thank you. That's great. Wonderful. Good. Well, any other business anybody like to bring up today?
Got anything?
I do not.
I do, I do.
You do? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, we take
So-
her.
And the chief can probably help me on this one. So we went to Capitol for our carpeting, and we were approved through Capitol.
Nice.
So now we just have to get through town meeting. And they approved it pretty much a high score unanimously because of the safety factor down here. We've run into a little bit of a snafu because the building's age and because the carpet's been down for so long and none of us were here when it was put down. Adam Furno came down last week, and we closed on Friday morning, and they come out and they tested the floor and the fibers and the glue and some tile that's been found for asbestos.
So this carpet was put down over tile?
Some of it, some of the rooms.
The
correct.
old 12-inch?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And it's very fragile and it's very broken up.
Yeah,
Um,
that's yeah, okay.
We did have 3 estimates for the carpet. The last person that estimated it actually found it. So I think they weren't really pulling up the corners to look. And so it was found in one of the rooms. They did test 15 spots on Friday. We should have the test back this week.
Keep your
So
fingers crossed.
that could be a little bit of a snag because originally we had it priced out at like, somewhere between 23 and 24,000 for the carpet, the installation, all the moving of the furniture and all of those things. I had written in the proposal that they start on a Thursday afternoon at 2:00, work straight through to the weekend so we could reopen on Monday without having any issues, and that was fine also. But if we have asbestos and it needs to be removed,
Different ballgame.
we don't know what it's gonna cost, and we have no idea how long the removal is gonna take, how long it would have to be closed because of air quality tests and, so on and so forth. So, we were hoping to maybe do the carpet sometime in July or early August, but right now, everything's kind of on hold barring the test. And as far as we know, we think it's only in one room, we know the tile is only in one room, we're just not sure about the glue. And the glue would be all over the senior center. So, we will see what happens, but I do have the samples, everybody's been looking at them, and kind of voting on them, as to which colors we wanted to go with. I don't think we have anything down in stone. I'm gonna actually put out a piece of paper, today and let people vote. We were thinking about going with something dark, but if we go with something dark, it shows every little thing on the planet, so maybe going with something a little bit lighter. And then with the carpet, it's only gonna be in so many spaces anyway, we thought about maybe going with something kind of bright but dark. It will also be squares, and they'll be able to be ripped up should anything happen to them and replaced. So, and the guarantee on everything was for the life of the carpet for labor, and like 25 years on the carpet and the flooring from the manufacturer, so we were pretty happy with that.
Yeah, we'll be fine with that.
I did get 3 estimates, and I do have to go with the lowest bidder, so. I will be meeting with the town administrator as soon as we find out about the asbestos to decide who's
Yes.
getting the job.
Yeah, that's the.
Based on the
we'll have to
finances.
go. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, so that's where we're at,
Okay. Well, we'll take it day by day, as they say.
yes.
Okay. Well, let's pick a meeting date for next month.
So, let's see, the 7th might be kind of soon, only because that's only in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Do we wanna skip right through to the 14th? We have a really big program on the 21st, so I'd be clearing out the room early after Zoom. So that would-
Yeah, 'cause the week after I can't, but May 14th I can do.
14th. Everybody's okay with the 14th?
May 14th, Tuesday, 9 AM. Wonderful.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Anybody want a second? All right, second. Okay, we're good, guys. Thank you, have a wonderful week.